Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz with Oz Mechanics, and on today's video we have this 2015 Chevy Traverse right behind me. So the issue with the Chevy Traverse, the customer was complaining that sometimes the vehicle won't start, or sometimes, this is really crazy, they remove the key and the vehicle stays running. But one thing that we noticed is that the floor mats are all wet. Passenger and driver, they're both wet. So how about in today's video we try to figure out this vehicle and give it back to the customer. Alright, so let's check this out. Look at this. This is a wet right here. Let's take you to the passenger side so you can see that. This is soaking wet. All right. So the customer did state that this is kind of intermittent. So it's been to a couple of shops. They've replaced, I believe, the starter, some relays, and some other stuff that has been through the ringer. They've replaced a lot of parts, but they did say this is intermittent. So let's give this a shot. We got our key right here. Hey, it will not turn on right now. So it's actually acting up right now. This is really cool. Let's make sure. Yeah. So this is what they're talking about. This is really awesome. So what we can do right now, we can actually hook up our scan tool and see what kind of codes we have and see what kind of issues that we're seeing on these codes. We got our Top Down Phoenix Max right here. You want to probably keep this away from the water, so let's put it up here. All right, so as you can see, this is a 2015 Chevy Traverse. All right, we're gonna do a high-speed scan. Let's see how fast this is. All right, that is wicked. Sweet. So the cool thing is that we can go into report. We're gonna skip this stuff. We can skip this. This is kind of cool because you can actually show your customers this. Immobilizer key incorrect. Well, we can see right here that our key light actually turns off. Fuel pump driver. Lost communication with BCM. Okay. Okay. Let's just see if we can clear these codes. So I just want to see what codes come back on. All right. Fuel pump driver control module ignition on, start switch circuit low voltage. Okay, that's all we have right now. All right, so that's going to be a P129D. All right, cool. Let's go inside. Let's see what we find out. I just want to see at service information, see what we find. Hopefully we can see something out here because I don't like this right here. So this is one thing that I do want to look at. Why are the floor mats wet? This doesn't have a sunroof. If it had a sunroof, then I would suspect a clog. I do have a video out there that you can watch and see exactly how I fix that up. But this one does not have that. So we're going to nip that in the butt for now. We have to see why this is going on. Let's check that out. I might call the customer, see if they replaced their windshield. And, you know, sometimes they don't seal them right, and that could cause a problem there. But we got to, you know, do some research real quick. So let me make some phone calls and let me see what we find on that. So we're on Mitchell Pro Demand, and I just want to look up that code. Remember, so we cleared the codes, and this is the only one that came right back on. So we got P129D, if I remember that one. And we can see right here, this is a fuel pump driver control module. And all it's showing right here is that ignition on switch circuit low voltage. Is this really going to cause this problem? Like I said, one of the issues that they had was whenever they took the key off, the vehicle stayed on. Do I really think that this is the issue? I don't think so. I don't know about that. But this is one of the codes that did come up. But I really want to focus on the wet floor. The good thing right here that we can do, we can just go up here and put wet floor and see if we have anything. So let's click on wet and look at this. There is a TSB. This is amazing. So let's click on this. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at this. So it says wet floor under carpet, engine continues to run with the key off and possibly no crank and no start communication. How awesome is this? This is basically what the shop said, what the customer said. We have a wet floor right here, and the engine runs without the key. And as well, what's doing right now is not cranking. This is awesome. This is really cool. So let's go and read this a little bit more. The main thing that we have to see is which vehicles it affects. And as we can see right here, it affects our Chevrolet Traverse from 2007 to 2016. This was made in May 18th, 2015. Okay, conditions right here. As we can see, so conditions right here. As you can see, evidence of water leak at the right side A pillar or the right front floor is wet under the carpet. That's what we're having. And as well, continues to run with the key off and so on. This is pretty cool. Other electrical conditions that make communication issues between certain electrical modules due to water dripping on the EPBEC. Okay, this is getting kind of cool right here. So if we see right here, this is what they're talking about, the A pillar. But if we look at this A pillar right here, outboard edge of urethane, water is in here. So is there a chance that there's a notch right here and water can be going in? But the customer did say that they didn't put a glass on their windshield, so I don't know about that. But that could be, a possibility. So we would have to test here. If we remove the windshield wiper cowl right in there, in that area, there should be a little opening right here. And if we read this, it basically says that right in here in the inside where this dotted line is at, there's a crack, and what we're supposed to do is put some sealant in there. I'm not sure what actually happens there. I don't know if it kind of separates, but that's another location that this could be happening. But as you can see, this is hitting the IPBEC. All right, so we're seeing IPBEC on all this. Let's see what that is. So if we type in IPBEC, there's no results. If I remember this, these are like the instrument panel fuses. So we can go to power distribution. And as you can see right here, we have our fuse block, but this is the under hood. Let's go down, and there you go. Look, an IP, but it doesn't say BEC. But the important thing is, what does this house? So this actually houses the ignition switch. That is really cool. There's the IPBC body control module. Holy smokes. Is this it right here? The cool thing about this, we can click on here, and if we zoom in to the IPBC right here where you see how it's turned blue, we can go to location, and you can see what is on there. And look at this, the crank relay. Holy smokes, that right there is a good one. All right, so we can see that this fuse box right there, it's right here close to the A pillar. All right, so this is the glove compartment right here. So it's right behind the glove compartment. And what they're saying is that if it's right there at the A pillar, water might be going down here, or it can be coming in that area. So what we need to do is take out this glove compartment, look at the backside, and let's see if this is wet. I'm curious to see what happens. Let's go check it out. All right, so we are right here. Okay. Cool. And this is that fuse box. And I don't know if you can see right there. I think that's water. Right where that connector is at, right there, I see a little bit of water. Let me stick my finger in there and see. Oh, all right, that is water right there. That is wicked. So, and I want to check something else out. All right, I was just kind of curious. Just want to see how much water this has down here. I always do this to European cars, and look at this. Oh God. Actually, Jeep, on their new vehicle, they have like a drain hole. But yeah, this is not good, man. Look at this. Luckily, oh, there's a drain hole right here. You see that drain hole? There you go. But look at all this water. That's wicked. So now the next test that we're going to do, I want to see where this is coming from. So I'm going to get a gallon of water. And what we're going to do, we're going to prop this to the side like this as much as possible. And man, we're going to try to drain this. And we're gonna pour some water. Like I said, first we're gonna pour it right here, and then after that we're gonna pour it in there, and we're gonna see if it starts draining out, because that's gonna let us know what's gonna happen. But this most likely has to go to a detailer. He has to get everything done. So let's try this out first. Let's see what we get. So let's go pour this gallon of water right there and see if it starts to drain. All right, so we got some cooling right here. I'm just playing around, it's just water. All right. I had to find a container to put it in. So what we're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and pour this right there and see if we have any leaks. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna lay you right here, and while I pour, we're just gonna keep an eye on this. I just don't feel like this is gonna be the area that's gonna be, you know, where the leak is going to be at, especially that's a lot of water that came down. I really feel like it's going to be the other area. I just don't see it there. That's just too small. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and pour it on the cowl area. All right, nothing inside as of now. So let me get a light in there. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna see what's going on. This is crazy. I don't see nothing yet. We're going off of the TSB, but let me put the camera down. Let me see what I can find out. All right. I started taking this off just to, you know, and look at this everywhere. Look at that. I am pretty sure this is it. This is going to be our problem. I just wanted to take this off because I want to kind of stick my head right up in there and see what's going on, but this is our issue for sure. I'm going to talk to the customer. What's going to happen if we just put a new one without fixing the main cause is, yeah, it's going to get wet again. So let me take this off, but man, look at this. How fun. All right, so man, we did a lot of tests. Here's the actual fuse box. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, yes it does. Look at all that, man. So yeah, these connectors are pretty toast. You can see the green crusties right there. I did do the test where I put some water right here. Didn't see really nothing come out. And then as well, we tried this part, but as you can see, is not what it showed on the other one. But let me show you something really interesting right here. And I was gonna go a little bit further in, and I started taking this off right here, and I noticed right when we went in there, I don't know if you can catch that. It's gonna be, let's see, it's gonna be kind of dark. Can you see that little line right there? Yeah, I think that's water. So what I did, I got this long screwdriver, and what I want to do is just kind of poke it right there. We're just gonna poke it right there. And guess what? I did call the customer, and they did tell me, man, that's a lot of water. They did tell me that they did replace the windshield. So this windshield was replaced. They couldn't give me an exact date. They said between a year to 2 years that this was replaced. So if we're having water right there where the windshield lays, I can guarantee you this is probably bad. And I don't know if you can see this. You see how it's wavy right here and over here? It looks like there's a opening right here. Kind of have a feeling like this is where it's coming from. You see how big it is right there? All right, so this is the only issue. I can't replace this windshield. This has to go somewhere else. So at that point, this repair right here, I'm gonna talk to the customer, because this is actually coming from the shop. So I'm gonna talk to the shop, and we're gonna try to address this. But most likely what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and replace the part, and I need them to do this ASAP, because if not, same thing is gonna happen. But we gotta go ahead and clean the connectors, because like I said, this does not look good right here. So we're gonna go ahead and clean the connectors, get a brand new fuse box, and before this video ends, I just want to show you that it turns on. So let's go from there. Look what finally showed up. Oh God, man, this actually took 2 weeks. It was supposed to come pretty soon, but it took almost 2 weeks. There was an ice storm, I don't know if y'all remember this, that passed through the United States, and this was stuck at a post office. So we finally got it. As you can see, this looks a lot better compared to the other one I'm going to put up here. And as well, what I ended up doing, these connectors were pretty corroded, so I'll put another picture up here how it used to look, the connectors, and then how it looks now. I was able to remove the pins, clean it all up. Now it looks better, so you can see how it looks now. But next, what we need to do is put this on and see what happens. I am ready. The other shop that owns this vehicle or has this vehicle, they've been calling me, but I've told them that this was in an ice storm, so I really can't do too much. So let's put this up. Let's see what we find out, and hopefully this turns on the vehicle. Oh, come on, let's do this. All right, here we go. This is the moment we've been waiting for. I still have everything just out there. I still haven't put it all the way in. All the connectors are in there, and we put some dilated grease. So hopefully, remember, this has to go back to the shop. They have to replace the windshield, and this is going to be a rainy weekend, so we need this gone ASAP. So now this is the moment we've been waiting for, is to put this key in and see if it turns on. This is crazy. Remember, hopefully this works. Here it goes. 3, 2, 1. She's on. Look at that right there. There you go. You see, all we have to do right here is, we saw what was going on. There's water on the floor mats. That was a given right there. We're about to replace the BCM. That wasn't it, but we find out that it was just that fuse box right there. That is some crazy stuff. So what do you think? Check out your TSBs, do your research. Remember, I'll tell you this, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I need assistance, I need help. And it's always good to always look up your service information. If not, have some good friends or some colleagues that you can ask and bounce back and forth. Good friend of mine, Eric. We always we bounce back and forth every single time. So there you go. This is the repair. Woohoo! So to end this off, if you do like this video, don't forget to put a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that little notification bell to get all brand new videos coming out from Miles Mechanics. If you do like this video, just comment down below what you think of it. And if you don't, let me know as well what you think. Let me know your process on diagnosing this. I'm always, willing to learn, and I want to know different ways that we could have done this. So comment down below. Let me know what you think. Y'all take care. Y'all have a nice day. Goodbye. Woohoo!